I'm just about to arrive in a little place called Patelely Bridge, and I've been given some permission in a small 5-acre garden belonging to somebody. It's their private residence, and it's magnificent. Here I am just driving in. I'll let you see where we are. Lovely gardens. I've got all that grass there and the grass there. It's all lawned, and the guy's letting me dig his lawn. Now the history of this is he's been here 40 years, and when he put this line of trees in to separate his land from the fields at the back, every hole he dug something up old and Roman. So I'm going to see what I can find, and I'll come back to you soon.
That side's too steep to be building on. If you do find something, I think you won't be able to dig it because it's all tree roots.
Yeah, that is a problem. And
we've just left it to grow a while longer. I couldn't cope with it all.
I guess that's pasture through there, is it?
Yeah, this is part of what was one field, you see.
Right, yeah. So do you know the owners of that land?
I do know them, yes.
Right. Might be an opportunity later on to explore on there if we can get their permission.
Well, I think they'd give it a go to see this soft pasture.
Yeah.
But I think they're taking the stock out this last week or so, so it's only in there, so I guess they won't come back until spring.
Yes, of course, the grass won't grow much now because of obviously the wrong time of year.
I can give you their phone number if you think it's worth going in there.
Yes. Well, we've already found what looked like an old halfpenny, say Georgian or Victorian or something, and Brian is so enthusiastic about what comes out of his ground, he's grabbed it and run off in the house to wash it for me. Now this one, it's got a signal of 90, so let's just see if we can find that in the hole. Aha! A car handle. Oh well. You think it's George V? Yeah.
There's a king's head on it with a beard, looks like George V.
Well, I can tell you. Hang on, just get a look at the better look at the profile. George V and VI both face left. Yeah, that's 5th.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a halfpenny, I guess. I can't.
Yeah, it is a halfpenny. Yeah. And it's a car door handle for you.
Oh, lovely. They're very useful. You never know when you might come in.
Well, what a lovely place to be given to dig, hey? Unfortunately, just over that end by the house, it's full of bits of old car. So it looks like over 40 years ago somebody was using that bit there as a breaker's garden or something for dismantling cars and just leaving the bits that dropped. I found 2 coins, and this one now, of course it may not be a coin, could be a piece of scrap, but it's circular, the size of a halfpenny, but it's incredibly thin, very, very fragile. It doesn't look as though there's any relief on there at all, so I doubt if it's something like a copper hammered. But when I clean that up, I might be able to make out more. There seems to be a lot of lead in here. Finding big lumps of it. Brian said earlier that he found a big circle of lead, about 1 inch thick. So there's been some activity here. lovely background. I can't believe I'm digging in somebody's garden. Another big lump of lead. Huge. Well, right, just dug this one. Right, I think it's in that corner. It's probably going to be a piece of lead again. Hang on, what's this? Yeah, small piece of lead. Crikey, another huge lump of lead. What's going on here? It's all over the place. At last, something which isn't lead. I think I've just found a nice silver thimble. Well, I know it's a thimble, and the top looks silver, but I'm not quite sure about the sides. Do they usually make them all in silver, or is it, you know, some other metal? I might need to get somebody's opinion on that. If you know anything about thimbles being in silver and another metal, or anything at all, if you recognise this, just leave something in the comments for me, please. Now, whilst they haven't used these for many years, medication for the eyes of livestock, it's not unusual to find it on this private garden, because it was once part of that 36 acres of pasture over there, but that was 40 years ago. So it shows how long ago that since these have been used. So I don't think they've been used for about 20 years. These are very common in my home pastures. Well, two objects close together, not quite touching, and they were a Victorian halfpenny and that strange piece of lead. I'm fairly sure that's lead. It's heavy enough, looks like it. Anyway, keep on going. Now here's a strange piece that I've just dug up. Let me just negotiate these steps in case I fall down them. They're rather big. Ooh. There we go. And it's still got the pin on the back, but it's a nice piece. I mean, it's still in full condition. No bits missing. I've just brought it over to the stream. See if I can wash some dirt off. Oh, one way up. That's a good start. Somebody will recognise that. There is a piece broken just off the side there. There's a piece on that side, but that piece up here is missing. It might still be in the hole. I'll have a look for that. But that should be easily identifiable. I've just dug that hole and it's in the plug. Don't know where yet because I haven't checked it with a pinpointer, but I thought it was about time to do a live reveal. It's probably going to be lead because this place is covered in lead. Right, it's there somewhere. There we go, what did I tell you? Lead. Never mind. So where's the next hole? I was just going to do a live reveal on this one because I found it was still in the side wall. Bent down to get my camera and it fell out of the side wall. And I'm not sure if that's a pin. Yes, it is. Yeah, there's a clip there and a clip there. So there was a pin going across there at one time. A brooch. Looks copper to me. Not wearing very well, sadly. But that would have been a nice piece in its time, I bet. I've just dug that hole and I think it's in the plug. I'll check again in a minute. And I've just found a copper penny as well. Again, very old, very little relief on there, but I think that's George II. but the main reason for turning the camera on is to do a live reveal on this one. So let's get to it. It's down there. Oh, right. Picture hook or picture mount. Never mind. My last live reveal of the day, because I've got to go. Today was just a visit to explore, and I may end up getting the permission for next door 36 acres. Oh, that's good. It's a last dig. Britannia that side, and Victoria, a young one. So can't see the date on that, it's been a bit worn, but I'll give most of these artefacts to Brian to keep. I'll keep the thimble so I can get that ID'd. But that's been good. I've had good fun here today, and still can't believe I'm digging on somebody's private garden, but it does have a bit of history here. Now, I've not found anything to indicate Roman here yet, as he first suggested, but when I get permission over there for the 36 acres, then that might be a whole different story. You can see it's a bit hilly over there. It's only one leg longer than the other over there to start digging, but it's been great over here. And so from me in Patelely Bridge in North Yorkshire, thanks for joining me. Of 2 hours today, mainly lead, all at this end, but a few buttons, coins, a nice, gonna be a military pin, thimble,